So guys, I know I'm supposed to be making a rant video, the final rant video to our series where we talk about things in Shadowkeep, things that have been upsetting us. That video, unfortunately, is going to be about 30 minutes long, maybe even longer. It's actually racked my brain so much that I had to step away from it, which is why we're just making a simple review video today. Simple times, man, where we didn't have to moan and groan in a video. I like just playing games, guys. I just want to play the game, and sometimes I just put on a Lordofwolves and I just be a meta piece of shit for a moment. Now, surprisingly, this weapon has a beautiful 1.7 stars out of 5 on LightGG. And normally I don't throw up website reviews, but LightGG is the most visited website when it comes to Destiny information. So the fact that it got 1.7 stars and it also has 3.1 stars inside of PVE is really surprising. Now, currently right now, Lordofwolves does something that other shotguns don't do. You see, it has the ability to kill at ranges comparable to Chaperone at approximately 13.5 meters, which is actually better than even other legendary slug shotguns, but it has the ease of use, if not more ease of use than other shotguns. Yes, it is a burst fire shotgun with that exotic perk shrapnel launcher, but since they changed Release the Wolves back in Season of the Drifter, that trait no longer requires you to get a kill to activate it. Simply holding your reload button doubles your DPS here. Yes, you expend more ammo, but everything in front of you pretty much dies. Like inside of Crucible, especially in this sandbox, since damage resistance for many of our supers got dropped, it just melts everything. Every super. Like if I had to pick a weapon that is the best super killer, Lordofwolves hands down. Like if we had trials today, like old school trials, and like round 3 came around when you know a super's about to be popped on the opposing team, I would tell everyone in my lobby to put on a Lordofwolves. Like a Lordofwolves with Peregrine Greaves, oh my god. You are ready to take down any and every super in the game. Now, despite being as nasty as it may appear, and it is, it actually used to be way worse. Sometimes we get flashbacks, I know I do, to this past summer when Lordofwolves was killing at 20 meters. It was a scary time to be alive. Now, what's actually pushed us to re-review this gun has been my usage of it inside of PvE. We did a video like a week ago talking about weapons that grew stronger inside of Shadowkeep. One of those weapons happened to be Merciless, which is what you see in action right here. And yes, we will eventually get around to reviewing Merciless in this sandbox. Although pretty much everything I'm telling you is what I'm going to say in that video. Merciless is very good. Lordofwolves, though, also brings that same level of lethality to the table with probably more ease of use. I don't know if this looks like it's hard, but it's not hard. Like my setup for PvE here lately has been Heart of Imos Light, Empowering ×2, Void Wall Grenades, and Lordofwolves for DPS. It's been a disgusting build, especially as a solo player. Like I think here pretty soon we're probably going to get a video together talking about the best solo builds, but this on the Titan class for me has been the best solo build. I combined this with like 21% delirium to take down ads, and good god is it disgusting. And this is all I rely on right here, guys, for all PvE activities. This is it, and it has been carrying me for like the past 2 weeks. Just know that if you happen to be using Lordofwolves inside of PvE, you definitely want to either use the finisher that grants yourself some special ammo back, or just have some shotgun scavenger perks on combined with shotgun ammo finder. That's pretty much all I use, and I never run out of ammo. Now, when comparing like Merciless to Lordofwolves directly, Merciless with Impetus appears to be better, right? And by the way, guys, Impetus is a trait found on Merciless that gives us pre-kill clip values, as in pre-Shadowkeep kill clip values before it got nerfed, which is why you see it right here just absolutely wrecking Greg. Lordofwolves, though, actually has an exotic catalyst in the database that's supposed to hit sometime soon. I'm under the impression it's probably going to be in the next season. Like a lot of the exotic catalysts that we've seen are going to be released as soon as the new season launches. If Lordofwolves is a part of that batch, it's actually going to get a plus 40 magazine increase. So we're essentially looking at almost double its current magazine size, which will allow us here to kill Greg in that full 6 bursts without ever having to reload. Now, whether or not it actually doubles the magazine, we don't really know. I know the magazine size says plus 40, but it's not really a flat 40. Either way it goes, a magazine buff here for Lordofwolves would actually be a great addition for PvE players. Not necessarily helping PvP out, but let's be real, Lordofwolves doesn't need any help inside of PvP. So guys, that is our re-review for Lordofwolves. For those out there that are still trying to get Lordofwolves, I know I've got some returning players as well as some new light players. Pre-Shadowkeep, we used to be able to actually go to Spider and do his wanted bounties to get Lordofwolves. I'm currently being told that that's not the case anymore. As in, Lordofwolves has just been added to the RNG table, which kind of sucks as there's no real direct way to get this shotgun. And I'm not even sure if Zer's ever brought it and sold it. Maybe he has. But again, guys, you can always just go and get a Faded Ingram. I would assume since it's added to the RNG table, it's probably added to Zer's Faded Ingram. So guys, get your hands on it. Try it out for yourself. It is very much a nasty weapon for both PvE and PvP players. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.